a proud and resilient conference, and now it's time to crown this season's champion. Welcome to beautiful Falcon Stadium at the foot of Rampart Range in Colorado Springs, home of the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Boise State Broncos, against the 18th ranked team, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The Boise State Broncos offense comes on the field first today. And it comes down to this. After a brutal regular season schedule, all these teams have poured into it, and now one final showdown, Kirk. And one of these teams walks off this field tonight as conference champions.
Well, if you talk to these coaches, and especially the players, Chris, you get the sense that this game means a lot. Opportunity to become conference champs, and also you win this game, who knows how it can impact you at that next step into the postseason. So let's see who the better team is and who's going to become the conference champ.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the Broncos will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's got it with room to run. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Broncos. Way too much speed on that play. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kirk.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Falcons offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Ball handed off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The freshman brings him down quickly. That run sets up a critical third down play. They'll run it here. Breaks an open space. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Falcons with 1st and 10 here. QB decides to keep it here. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackled, but first down.
Boy, good tough running here by Air Force to be able to pick up the first down. It's a lot tougher to move the ball down the field when you don't have that passing game. But Air Force always shows the ability to be able to execute and pick up big yards.
Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. A gain makes it second and medium. Takes the handoff. It's Thorne. And that run produces a decent gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it inside the 10. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm.
Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Air Force.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? First play of the drive, they look to the right. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The Broncos come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground. And the Broncos pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Can he make it to the marker? He make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. The Broncos are going to cash in here in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Solid gain puts him in good position for 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. But he's got some space here. Goes out of bounds at the 34. That's a pretty good return. The first play of this drive now, they're set up at the 34. First down. They're going to throw the football. That's caught. It's Storm. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. They beat the blitz there with the pressure bearing down because he just dumped it off to the back.
Yeah, nice job of just keeping his eyes downfield because you're right, that pressure got to him in a hurry. Thankfully, the running back was right in his line of sight. He's able to dump it to him as a safety valve, and he picked up the first.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Turns it loose downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
It's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws. Game.
They'll run it here. The fullback gets the carry. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting...
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the... Nice return before finally being brought down.
The offense here, Chris, getting aggressive inside the red zone on 1st and 10. They take a shot near the goal line, and the defense does a great job of stepping in front of that for the interception.
Spins away from defenders. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Here he goes. The 30. That's the 20. Touchdown, Broncos. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Pitch play to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
What a play by this defense. It strung the quarterback out on the pitch. Did a nice job of being able to have assignment football. Everybody has a man. Nothing the offense could do there. That's just great defense.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, I always get a kick out of how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You can hear the bench screaming. The crowd is screaming. Watch the draw. Watch the screen. Watch the pass downfield. Rarely do you hear them say, watch the fullback. And there he just slips through for a 1st down.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a 1st down. Defense will have to bounce back after that PI sets the offense up with a fresh set of downs. And the Falcons starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Great patience here by the quarterback on this angle route. I think the linebackers had great depth. It looked like an easy completion. Unfortunately, the running back just drops the football and misses out on a big gain.
Down after that running play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. 1st down, looking for more now. They'll play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. 3rd and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Hits the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Checks this down to the running back. And the Broncos simply cannot get their defense off the field here.
Oh, my gosh. What a great play by the offense. And on the other side, how frustrating for this defense. They had everybody covered downfield. The quarterback looks like he's almost giving up on the play. Checks it down to the running back. And how about the back, what he does with the ball in his hands after the catch? Picks up the 1st down.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their 1st timeout. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And the quarterback just sneaks it. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on second and goal. And the quarterback will just sneak it in. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns at last possession.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. The pass rush gets home. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Muscles past the defender. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Broncos will bring their punt team onto the field. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And the punt will bounce out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Great job by the punter there. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's how I'm going to bring out 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Makes the grab along the sideline, goes out of bounds, and it is a 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, big expectations for this Mountain West Championship, and it has not disappointed. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the conclusion of the Mountain West Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Broncos will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. Hoping to click here at the beginning of the third quarter, try to make up this deficit. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Lets him fly to the wide out. Wide open downfield. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ending off on the draw play. And that will pick up a first down. They're spotted at 38.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Falcons getting set on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Man, that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Catch hauled in here over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the long march continues. Offense push. All down the field. The back's got it. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
this 11-play drive going. It's 3rd and short. Try and muscle for the first down. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Air Force. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Finally, they get him, and great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
The Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on the first down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Keeping it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Touchdown, Boise State. And they jump. Here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete, so it's second down in 10. They feed the fullback this time. So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. Play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. This efficient offense doesn't convert on third down this time.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run the option. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. So Kirk, Boise State is in front. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Delivers quickly to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They finally bring him down, but what a return. Takeaway. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And here comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? And the completion made.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Throwing off play action. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And the Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That's another touchdown for the running back, and they've got one hand in that conference championship trophy now.
Man, this running back is just adding up the touchdowns. You know, the whole conference knows about this guy and what he's capable of doing. And here he is, the big stage at a championship game, showcasing everything he's got in the toolbox.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here comes the Air Force offense back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. They get him down to the big gainer to the 42.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Scanning the field. It's King. Moves out of the pocket. The pass falls incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. He's up fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return, but that... takeaway sets up the offense at the 34. Offense moving to a bunch formation. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. He can go. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Boise State. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With a conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. A big tackle at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Falcons offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. To the air, it's King. On the move now. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the fourth quarter.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's a short completion to the tight end. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
He's past the marker and still going.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
But it's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll hit out of bounds after a short gain on that run. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's King. The tight end has got it. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the Falcons keep the football on the move. Productive drive so far as they reach the 40 with another 1st down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon or this one will be over.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Breaks an open space. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Leaning on the run game here late. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaking free at the 35. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Broncos. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Picks up some blocks. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And the Falcons' offense is on the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Now the offense is set up with a short field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's caught. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offensive coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking downfield, it's King. Catch made across the middle by the running back. That gain moves the ball to the 17. 1st down. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. The Falcons will line up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He lets it rip. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's college football. You're going to have your highs and lows. They had big expectations today, Kirk. They just fall short. Couldn't get it done.
Well, Chris, we sat down and talked to them, and you're right. They put a lot into this game. I think they were very confident that they had everything that it took to be able to win this football game. And now they're going to have to put this one behind them, learn from the mistakes, move forward, can still have a great season.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.